hard. Plenty. It was hard. But yes. Hey y'all. How y'all doing? I hope that everything is good. I hope that y'all are in a very good place and that y'all are happy. Cause I am happy. I hope that y'all feeling very blessed. Um, yeah. Man. I got the arrow and everything. So today I got a special guest joining me, Mr. James. Just waiting on him to join this live, and we will proceed further. So I appreciate y'all for joining the live right now. Thank everybody for coming. Okay, so hey, James, how are you? I am very good. I cannot complain. Feeling very blessed. Um, so people normally watch these live. Hey, whoever just came in, people normally watch our lives back, right? Like I have people. Hey, how you doing today? Okay, so people normally watch our live back. I want to properly introduce you to everybody and tell them a little bit about our background so they'll know who you are and how we know each other. We're gonna start off with like that. That's good. So, y'all, this is my friend Jameris. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. So, y'all, the little backstory between me and Jabo, a little short backstory. Me and Jabo, we have been knowing each other for about 7 years. It's been about 7, and we met when I was at work, and we have been friends ever since then. Um, we bonded over conversations of music. Yeah, that
It was a little deep conversation. I was like, oh man, and then come to find out we like in the same age group, so it's like, oh, we ain't. I was like, okay, no wonder why you know all of this.
and it's been history. Some friends you have for a season, some friends are for a lifetime. And yes, you can see 7 years down and a lifetime to go, and we still been kicking it since we met. I like our bond just grew like truly over time. So like he's one of my very very good friends.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sure, sure.
that's the little backstory of me and James. Um, that I wanted you to know. So today the discussion is gonna be on love, y'all. Happy feelings in the air. Okay.
Yes, there we go.
I'm gonna give to you. Yes.
Okay, the spotlight's off me now. Okay.
Start with the first step of like possibly getting into a relationship, right? And that is five sure signs that someone is into you. Like this is before you get the number. Before you get the number, five sure signs that someone is into you. Yeah, I chose you, Pikachu. Yeah, how you know someone is choosing on you, is crushing on you, and they so into you. Hello, how you doing? So my number one sign. This is before the number. Before the number, y'all just meeting type of vibe, and they kind of. It's when they stare at you. When they're staring at you and they stare at you and smile. That's one for sure sign that someone is into you. What's your one, J-Bo?
And be like, it's either that they know who you are or they say, "Hey, well, look who's that." Okay, he looks interesting. So I was like, okay. So, but another thing, since you already picked that one, I guess when somebody try to hold a conversation, you're busy, but they trying to hold a little conversation. Try to pick your brain. See, try to open a chapter because they see that the cover of your book is all right. They staring at you already, so they want to know what you got going on. So, yeah, yeah.
Questions. Like they just have they don't the question don't make sense, but they have a reason. They just want a reason to talk to you. Like they can ask you, they can have on a watch, but they still ask you what time is it.
Yeah, but my meaning list is to just to get a conversation going. If you notice that somebody is that person of interest, if they a smoker, they smoke cigarettes or something. I was like, okay, you got a lighter, even though you don't smoke. Okay, so how you doing? Hi there, I'm doing. Yeah, that'll be another one. They do some, along with asking what time it is, and they already got a watch on themselves. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Maybe two more. I don't know. Shoot, they have. I don't know for sure. I just know those top things. When you're a select, they stare at you, and then they sometimes they'll get a little personal within the questions. Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Start asking you questions about you and your likes, your wants. Oh, so what type of women do you like? What like? Oh, okay. I like that too. I like to do that. you know, like I like long walks. That's nice. I don't mind. I like that show as well. We can watch that together sometime. Like they just start including themselves doing random stuff that you say you like. Um, and the last one.
To a certain subject that you bring up, and that this to see if you into them. Yeah, this they show some interest of what you're into. Yeah.
They start including themselves into future plans, maybe, possibly, like, oh yeah, I would love to get, married one day on the beach. Wouldn't that be nice? Like, hey, you ever been to a beach before? You used to like so I mean, that's surefire ways of knowing someone is into you. I'm just saying. Now, J-Bo, what's 5 signs that they're into you after you get the number? This is after y'all have the initial conversations and stuff like that. Because some people lose interest. Hey, okay. Some people lose interest after they get the number. How do you know if somebody's still into you after they get the number?
and then they call you back later on, like the next day, still talking, then that means that they have their interest has increased and they have invested. If you've invested all that time within that conversation, then that means they surely they're into you after exchanging numbers. Hmm. Yes.
What you said, that means they were actually listening to you. And that means you're important and what you're saying matters. So they are into you if they can remember what you're talking about and they can, you don't have to keep reminding them. You did not, I told you that, didn't I? I told you this and I told you that. When they can remember what you said without you having to kill to remind them, they-
Nothing. Just checking out the comment section right now. This is some. I'm not a bot. I'm not a hacker. So yeah, I mean, look, they, make sure you are honest. Don't put up no front. To the men, don't talk too much. Just just listen to her. That way, I think men should just be more invested in listening. Now, women, if he's into you, that means he'll give you some eye contact, and you know that means he's invested. Men, hey, just answer, just be honest with them, and then when you notice you get calls, or um, when they're not turned off about certain things that you say, then hey, you got yourself a winner. You are select. Hmm.
or she like, hey, handsome, she might still be into you, I think that's a surefire sign that somebody's into you. The good morning, beautiful, or hello, handsome. Say the good morning text. Because trust me, if somebody not into you, they not gonna think to text you during the day. So you still getting a good morning, beautiful text. At least he's somewhat still into you. Yeah.
How many likes you see on your end? See, look at that. I saw about 17 at one point, and then just one like. But now we got three. Still got one. Ooh, ooh.
Jamie's channel. Yes, make sure you subscribe to Jamie's channel as well. Thank you. We got an extra like. Thank you. Hey, that was it. Oh, well, thank you. Okay. So another surefire sign that they're still into you if they're making plans. If they're the ones making plans to see you, they might be into you still. If they talking about coming to see you and wanting to meet up with you and not pushing it all farther down the line, they really want to see you and actually take you out, not just can I come over. They might be into you. I mean, it can be read wrong when a guy be like, I want to come over to your house to see you. Like, you want to come over to my house. to see me. Like I'll start reading that wrong. Like this, like what you want to come over here for? What you trying to do? What type of time you on? And I mean, maybe he not on that type of time, but if you feeling like you on that type of time, first off, sir, it's not that type of party. We just getting to know each other, and they can get misread. Even if you have good intentions, sometimes they can be misread. Talk about like taking the girl out. Don't just talk about like let me come over to see you because definitely that can get misread. And it's like, excuse me, especially like when you first getting to know her. Anyway, okay, now, Bo. So since we keep it along that line, right? When do you start claiming a person? When do you start claiming them? Like when is the moment you say, okay, I'm gonna tell people that I am in a relationship. Because the reason I'm asking this, because it varies when you done already been hurt before. Like I don't like claiming somebody straight off the bat no more. And that might sound so bad because I gotta make sure we gonna make it point past point A. I don't wanna start claiming you and then we break up the same day. Or I claim you and then you start messing up. So when do you start claiming someone?
The third date that we can make it official. Like let's talk about it. I'm feeling you, you feeling me. Uh, there's a lot of things that we like about each other, and I think we should make it official. What do you say? And that's yeah, that'll be like, and don't be all aggressive with it. I'm like, you know what? These 3 dates have been amazing. You know what? You're my girlfriend. You know that, right? I'm just letting you know you're my girlfriend. Yep. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're my girlfriend. Yep. You over there showing all your teeth, but yeah.
For me, I think I tend to wait. Like even with my boyfriend, I tend to wait on like I have to I just want to make sure it's stable. I gotta make sure my footing is good. I gotta make sure I'm secure and that you actually mean what you say. Cause men say a lot of stuff that they don't mean, and they be like reneging and everything like that. So it's very hard for me to believe you. I have to make sure that you mean what you say and you're not going, act like you don't remember saying what you said. You know, because people be having amnesia. They be having selective amnesia when you start talking about relationships. Like you never said that. So you don't remember when you said such and such. So we not together. So you saying we just friends. Wait a minute. I thought we said we were together. How what? I said we were just gonna see where we were going with this. I didn't say we was together. What you mean? And you mean I just start claiming you? You don't want one of no problems. So therefore, I tend to wait to make sure we on the same page, baby. We is on the same page. We are together, and make sure that both of us know that we together. Like I don't want to be the only one to know that we together, And I'm not gonna put out that we together if you're not putting out we're together. Like no, you got to be able to say, yeah, this is my girl. And I can be like, this is my guy. Because if I'm gonna claim somebody, trust me, you gotta be claiming me too. Because when I'm with somebody, I go all in. I go all in, baby, and I'm very loyal and faithful and everything. You give me 110%. So if I'm gonna do that, I gotta know that you're all in. Because I don't wanna be giving you all that energy, and you not giving me any energy. Like I'm pouring into you, pouring into our relationship, just giving you all the good things, and you're like, yeah, I thought we were just friends, but I didn't, I guess that's cool. Like, no. I want to know
No,
we in this together. So I tend to wait to make
mhm,
sure that you mean what you say.
right. So
Well,
yeah, yeah, got to be on the same page. Got to be on the same page. So I have a question for you.
okay, go ahead.
So now, with all the growing up into adulthood, you looking back, what were the most important lessons that you learned from your parents that instilled in you that you wanted to teach to your children, that you want to pass on to, huh? Everybody ain't your friend. And who taught you that? Your mama. Okay.
Is you watch a person action more than you watch a person word. People be saying stuff, but you watch them actions, and then even with that, people say slick stuff too. Pay attention to that. How much, like you gotta really watch. You gotta watch because everybody ain't your friend. Everybody don't have good intentions for you. Some people are manipulative. People try, have hidden agendas and stuff, and they are. Some people are out to hurt you. Some people just are friends with you because it's beneficial or because they want something from you. So everybody ain't your friend. I think that was a good lesson learned and taught by my mama because everybody ain't your friend, and not to be afraid to be alone. You don't need 100 fake friends around you to feel validated. You gotta have your own self worth. You gotta value yourself. Don't. Hey, Nita! Oh my God, this my homegirl. Why Nita? It's like one of my besties for resties. Girl,
Right.
you see the girl? Ooh, look at the girl. Birthday weekend. Who ain't doing it? But yes, definitely my mama best lesson she taught everybody ain't
Mm-hmm.
your friend. So that's the reason my circle is so, and I have few friends because not everybody was my friend. I learned that, and I appreciate just that lesson that my mama taught me because man, baby, did it come in handy and being able to understand it's okay to let people walk away because sometimes they not meant to be in your life anyway. They were there to teach you a lesson, and it was a blessing that they taught you that lesson. Don't trust everybody, baby. Everybody is not to be trusted. Hmm.
For yourself. Like nobody didn't teach you, but you learned yourself.
Properly. How to know that nobody can give me my value. I give myself my value. I don't look for people to validate me. Validate myself. I don't need nobody to give me the thumbs or the okay. As long as I feel good about what I'm doing, as long as I'm loving on me, as long as I'm happy with me, I'm good. I don't need somebody to be I'm not looking for the crowd to, oh, self love is sometimes it's the best love. So I learned how to love me properly. Um, really loving me properly, and embracing who I am. Or I am woman, hear me roar vibes. I just embracing myself, learning how to properly love me. Nobody. That's a life lesson learned because can't nobody teach you how to properly love yourself. You learn how to properly love yourself over time. You know, like being in a bad relationship and letting it linger and learn how to cut it off, like because it's not benefiting you. It's stressing you. You learn how important your piece is, how much you are worth, how much you are necessary. How like it's just that I learned self love more than anything. About self love, yes. Yes, self love, valuing yourself. Nobody gives you your value. You give you your value. Don't let anybody. You don't need 100 people to validate you, baby. You good. Self love.
Anything else that you've learned on your own that you've learned? Yeah.
Bucket list. Have to go after my dreams, baby. I'm full. I'm all in. Right. Let it ride. Same question, bro. You gotta ask yourself, like, what did you learn? What was the life lesson you learned? Living life. Oh, no, you started off. What did your parent teach you? What's the most valuable thing your parent taught you?
From your sister? Have you heard from a brother? Uh, be tight with the siblings. Make your siblings your allies. Um, Sibling rivalry should never exist between y'all because y'all all y'all got. That's what she taught me. My dad taught me the value of being focused. So he said, "Don't go to school to learn something. Go to school to learn everything." So learn everything you can. Don't shorten yourself. Don't sell yourself short. Learn everything. Don't learn something. Hmm. That was some great value that I've learned from my parents. So learn everything and stay tight with my siblings. Hmm.
Like the biggest lesson in life that your parent taught you that you carry with you until this day. Okay, so Bo, the next one, what's something that you learned on your own?
I had that, that's a lesson that I learned on my own. Don't be afraid to say no. Saying yes too many times gonna put you in a bad situation. I learned that the hard way. Hmm. Learned that the hard way. Body be aching because I'm like, well, I don't want to lose face. I don't want to lose a friend over because I said no. But I learned, but I need to be more consistent about it. You know, like, but and then I just can't plainly just say no. I'm just saying I gotta take a different approach. Like, look, I'm unable to do it. I know, I won't be able to do it. If you can wait until I have it, then I got you. But no, I can't do it. Even though I do have it, but I really don't. For instance, like I just got I got enough to go give me a cashier's check to pay for my rent, my mortgage or whatever, and then And then a cousin calls me, "Hey, cuz, oh, I need $20." I'm like, okay, I in reality I do have it, but that's not what it's for. It's not to lend money to cousin, right? So I'm like, look, I don't have it on me. I gotta take care of some business. So it's next week. It's next week, Martin. Martin.
Coming through in my lives and everything like that. I really appreciate you, Martin. You really are that guy. If ain't nobody told you, you that guy. Thank you so very much for your compliments and everything like that, and just the birthday bitches and making me feel special on this birthday weekend. Thank you so much. Oh, I feel good. I feel good all over. So, um, what we are at the part of our live. What do you want to discuss next? Which topic do you want to talk about next?
Show character. It doesn't matter if it's a sitcom, a cartoon, or anime. It doesn't matter. Just who's your favorite character? Your five favorite characters. It doesn't matter what genre it is. It can be comic book, anime. Um, Give me your top five and tell me why. Your fictional characters. Hmm. Hmm.
Hey, Linda, girl, what's up, girl? How you doing, honey? My five favorite fictional characters. Like I love them. I like Law from One Piece. I like Zoro from One Piece, which are just anime characters. Zoro, I love how loyal he is to Luffy, and Law, I just, I like the character. I like his attitude and how him and Luffy bonded and everything like that. So I really just like the bond he has with Luffy, the main character. Um, hmm. Cause if we talking TV shows, cause I watch a lot of anime, y'all. I'm trying to think of a regular show that I actually watched that I was like, oh, I love that character. But I watch more anime than anything, so I am an anime girly. Yeah, I'm definitely an anime girly or a Korean drama. I like dramas, y'all. So I watch a lot of them. So it's very hard for me to kind of pick through like actual TV shows because I watch so many animes. This might sound so terrible, and I'm so sorry because if you can't relate to the characters that I'm choosing because I watch a lot of anime. Um, Another character that I would say that um, I love the apothecary. I love Momo, and it's hard to say that these are my favorite characters right now. It's just because me and Bo we picked out our questions, but we did not discuss this beforehand. So it's like being put on the spot. So I didn't have time to think about this. I like Pikachu. Pika Pika. Ah, Pikachu. And Jigglypuff. Momo from Apothecary and Law from One Piece.
bathroom, but when he's inside of the bathroom, he is just good. He's really good. But then, in the later seasons, he grew out of it and know how to sing outside of the bathroom. I like the character development of Mikey Blumberg from Recess. Okay. My next one is gonna have to be Vash the Stampede from Trigun. He's a loving person with a long barrel gun, and he loves the people, even though he's not a real human himself. He doesn't care. He want people to live. He doesn't like to take lives. Yeah, you got a gun defending yourself, and you shoot the opponents, but you don't. He has this strong intolerance of killing people. Like, okay, and the people around him are say kill or be killed, and I'm like, no, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way than this. So he's so determined to only use his weapon to defend himself and others that he's protecting, but without taking a life. And that's why I love Ash the Stampede. And then we got my fourth fictional character will be Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z. Mhm. What's up, my Namekian? He uh, although he doesn't transform like the Saiyans in Dragon Ball Z, but he does his thing, especially when he's mentoring Gohan. I like that. You know, it's, yeah, he tough love, and then he coached Gohan, Trunks, and Gotenks. Throughout the transformation, I mean fusion and all of that. Like he's the teacher. He's a really good teacher. So like if you're in elementary school and you want to learn martial arts, I recommend Piccolo. And then my final character. So thus far we got J.J. Evans from Good Time, Mikey Blumberg from Recess, and then who I got Vash the Stampede from Trigun, and Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z. And then my last fictional character is Steve Urkel from Family Matters. Although he looked like he harasses Laura a lot, but he is very determined. He's a sweet person. Um, he- Although Laura doesn't get her daddy, who's a cop, on him to go away, obviously she likes him, right? Likes him enough. But I like that he's so persistent, he's confident and smart. So it comes up with a lot of inventions. So Jaleel, hopefully Jaleel White is watching this. Yeah. So I know.
He, maybe she cared enough about him not to want him to be in trouble, but she ain't want him. That happened over time. I believe when she said she ain't like him. She didn't. But yeah, how y'all weekend going? Hope that you're doing well. We are just having a discussion and everything. You joined the live, and as you can see, we're just having a discussion. We came over with random questions to ask to have a discussion. This is a collaboration because I came up with my questions, he came up with his questions, and we collab. We didn't discuss this beforehand because we wanted to kind of be like our honest reaction to the question. So we didn't give each other time to actually, pre-answer these questions. I love it. This is authentic. So it's like when you're hearing the question, this is my first time hearing the question. This is his first time, like, hearing my question. So yeah, but hope that y'all doing good. Hope that you're living your life to the fullest. Don't let anybody put out your light. Live your life to the fullest. Embrace yourself. Embrace life. and get out and enjoy yourself. You know it's hot outside, cause it's hot. It's definitely hot out there. I don't know where you at, but where I'm at, it's hot. Okay. Man, baby, this is my birthday weekend, and baby, I still limited what I did. I hung out. I got a chance to see my brother today, so I kicked it with my brother today, but it was still hot. Like I was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. It's hot. I can't be out. I can't. Like, it gotta either be early morning or late night. Like, cause I ain't going. Like, it's too hot to go somewhere midday. Baby, we went somewhere, and like when we went back outside, I was like, oh no. Me and the kids came back home, and I've been home since. But hopefully tomorrow is gonna be different. Cross y'all, have your fingers crossed for me, cause tomorrow it's gonna be different. I'm finna live my best life tomorrow. So right now, I'm currently waiting on James to come back, so we can continue our live. I got maybe one more question, and we are gonna part ways and end the live. But we this was a wonderful live, I think, and I appreciate him joining me on this live. If y'all can look down in the chat and you see his channel, please subscribe to Jamer's channel. Is Jamer's 58 Gilliam. So please subscribe to his channel. Thank y'all for sticking through this live and participating. Please don't let me know who here with me. Can y'all leave a comment so I can know who's still on live? I see 3 people, but like I would love to be able to acknowledge you if you leave a comment. Please say something so I can give you a shout out. But I appreciate y'all. I really do. Thank y'all for caring enough about me and Jamer's for to stick around through this live. Um, Hopefully you have taken something away from this, and hopefully you're enjoying the live. If you have anything that you want to add, just leave it, drop it down in the comments. Um, but yeah, still waiting on him to come back. Okay, so back to my original question. How long do y'all typically wait before y'all start claiming your person? Like, do you claim your person right away? Because, like I was telling Jamerus, I typically wait. Do you think it's wrong to kind of wait before you start like claiming? Because you know how you be having that late night conversation and y'all kind of acknowledge that y'all like each other and wanna be together. Do you start claiming them right away after that, or do you typically wait just like I do? Because, like I said, I don't claim a person right away because I don't know where it might go. Because I done had it happen to me before. I done started talking to somebody and it not go right. Like, I did that before. So I don't want to do that and start claiming somebody that I'm not gonna be with long. I was like, and then now I got my friends or family asking me, where's such and such? And I don't like them questions. I don't like where's such and such, and then I have no response. We're not talking anymore. That was quick, that was quick. Oh man, that was too like I waited out. You're just my friend. Hey, Glenn, how long do you wait before you start claiming the person? Like, do you claim them immediately after you say, "Yeah, we're gonna be together," or do you give it a wait period? Do you wait a little while before you start claiming them, or do you just go straight in and be like, this is my girl"? Because, like I was saying, I kind of wait. You say about 3 months? Dang, Glenn, wait a while. I don't. I had to know it got to be some type of consistency, and I had to know you mean what you say. Why 3 months? Why you wait three? I normally give it a few. I do. I normally I give like I gotta make sure you sure. You sure? You sure? Because like I said, I done made the mistake about claiming somebody too fast, and we weren't on the same page apparently. So why 3 months? That's a wow. I wouldn't even delay. I don't want to be claiming you and you not claiming me. And I do not want that for me. I do not want to be claiming somebody that ain't claiming me. If we together, I want to make sure we both claim each other at the same time. I'm just smiling from cheek to cheek. But y'all know something? Now it says zero. I don't know why it says zero. You still here with me? I ain't jumping right in it. I mean, and it makes sense. I think you become more cautious after being hurt or having a relationship go awry. You become a little bit more cautious. But once like I'm at the point where I can claim the person loud and proud now. So um it it just it's hard because you don't know. It be a little iffy, I think, for me. I don't wanna I don't wanna get hurt. And I don't wanna start claiming you and acknowledging you and wind up hurt. You know? So, but when I do start claiming you, you better be claiming me too. I'm a pretty private person. I'm not gonna put everything out on the internet and stuff like that. But I am gonna let it be known that I got a boo. I got a boo. I got a babe. I got this and that because I'm gonna let you know that you special. Everything ain't for the internet. So but everybody gonna know I got a boo or a babe. Um, but everything ain't for the internet. Cause when other people get all up in your business, that's when you start having issues. Like your relationship is between you and that other person. That's just like when you're in a marriage, something is just between you and them. Cause other people complicate things that aren't that complicated. How about that? You have it for me. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Glenn. Um, but every other people complicate your can make your relationship more complicated. Other people can do that. You start putting other people in your business and you start listening to everybody else and this toucher said this means this and that means that and when they boyfriend did this that meant that. That's they boyfriend, that ain't your boyfriend. That's they girlfriend, that ain't your girlfriend. That's they wife, that ain't your wife. Like stop comparing your person to their person and they want to put the stigma on your person. Your person might not even be about that life. So though like I tend to it's sometimes it's better to keep certain things private you know um but I never would want the person that I'm with to ever feel disrespected or neglected. So I don't mind claiming the person down with as long as we're on the same page. um but anyway, um I've learned a lot through life. I done kissed a lot of frogs before I done kissed the prince. Okay, I've dated and I done been hurt. Like as you had seen, like prior to you remember me sitting here crying. Like Glenn, like and don't nobody else know. Glenn done been here with me from the beginning. Like I cried, bro. I was sitting here crying over somebody and just hurting and dealing with my pain, but I didn't run and jump into nothing because it's not good to just jump into something just because you're hurt because you're one of hurting somebody else. It's better to let yourself heal before getting into anything. Always allow yourself time to heal and love on yourself. Love on yourself and allow yourself time to properly heal. But um it is beautiful being loved and having somebody love you back and making and then you know that you weren't crazy or extra, but they love you just like you are and take you as you are. They care for you. They properly care for you. And it's not they don't try to rag on you, they don't try to put you down. um they uplift you, you know. And it's amazing hearing positive things about you instead of having somebody always criticize you and telling you what they don't like about you, how much they don't like you, how much they don't, you know, appreciate this about you, appreciate that about you. To have somebody that fully appreciates you just like you are, it's amazing. To have somebody that listens to you when you talk, is amazing. To not have to reiterate what you say is thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. Somebody that truly understands you and you don't have to constantly switch up for it. And they love you just like you are. It's amazing. And I've said this on my other live. You don't have to convince the person that wants to be with you to be with you. Okay, you ain't gotta show them nothing other than what you present before them. Okay, you should never have to like negotiate a person into a relationship. You shouldn't have to let me, you know, talk him into or talk her into being with me. What you mean? It's a given. Like, no, you working so hard to be with this person. This person ain't even giving you half the energy that you're giving them. When thank you, when a person really care about you, they know, and they not gonna allow this opportunity to pass you by. You want a person to see your value. You want a person to love you and see the value in you. Um, yeah, I've learned that, and embracing like it's beautiful, and I'm finally at a place where I can gush about that part, you know. Like I'm always hesitant to do that now because I don't know, it's a little shaky, you know. Like I don't like I be iffy about stuff because I couldn't nobody tell me that the last person I talked to wasn't gonna be the one. Like the last person I talked to, I just knew that this person, without a doubt, was gonna be the one for me, and it went awry, baby. It went awry, and it got dry. Like I was so devastated that it switched up so drastically because I really thought that this was like my person. And it was not, baby. I was devastated to my heart and to my core to come to the realization of, oh, well then. And no shade to nobody. It's just man. And so when meeting somebody new, I like I be empty about it. I be iffy. I be scared. I be nervous. I don't know about this type stage I go through. But once I'm in, I'm in. I'm 100% in, and you got me. You got me. You had me. Yeah, hello. So yeah. I feel like I've been aglow lately. I feel like I'm on top of the world. I just want to scream it from the mountaintops. Like, I feel happy. I really do. And I ain't been this happy, in a little while. Like, I've been smiling from the inside out because, everything, ain't nothing perfect, but it's perfect for me. And nothing perfect, but it's perfect for me. And I'm good with that. Do I know the future? Heck no. I don't know nothing about what the future may hold or whatever, but I'm being positive and I got a positive outlook on it. And I'm embracing that part. My weekend is good. I cannot complain. I have been so happy. This is my birthday weekend, so I have been so happy about everything. You have, Glenn. Glenn, we done been through the ups and the downs. Bro, like, I value you, Glenn. I truly value you. You don't know how much, like, coming on these lives and how much I truly, you, Johnny, um, Jesse, Mo, like, Ali, I value y'all. And it's beyond, I think, beyond, like, I really bonded with y'all. Like, especially like you been in every live and you gave me some good advice. You and Johnny. Man, Johnny be spot on. Like, I love talking to Johnny and having a conversation with Johnny. Johnny is like one of my favorite people to talk to when I come on the live. Like, Johnny is definitely like dope. I wish he was here so I can tell him how dope I think he is. You, Johnny, and Mo, and just seeing Bo. Oh, Mo, like seeing Mo still come through and everything like that. Everybody, y'all show me real love, whether y'all in a relationship, not in a relationship. Y'all always come through and show me love. It ain't just, oh, because you singing right now and I'm trying to get with her. No, y'all show me real love, whether y'all with somebody or not, and I appreciate that. Y'all really do ride with me for real, for real, and that's real. That's real. Um, and making these bonds, man, I appreciate that. I appreciate the real love. Iron Man, I'm not gonna leave him out because Iron Man be coming through too. Y'all have gave me good good advice. Y'all have taught me a lot, even with us just chatting on lives, and it's an awesome way of to bond. And I really have bonded with y'all, and I really do appreciate y'all allowing me to bond with y'all. Yeah, I value y'all, and I told y'all if I ever met anybody, I would bring it. I was gonna tell y'all. So, yay. um but I am super happy. I don't know what's gonna happen, but for right now, I am happy. Um, but I'm still the same me, and that's what I also love is that I don't have to change anything about me for somebody to care about me. And the things that I thought, I was like, well, this, I might do a little bit of this, and I might am a this and that. The person that's for you is gonna love you just like you are, and you're not too much. You're not too much. And I be about to tear up because hearing talking to somebody that made talking to somebody that made you feel like you're just too much and you too extra, and like that truly like hurt you, and to be loved for who you are and somebody that's fully and embracing you, it's a great feeling. It's amazing to be loved properly and know that there ain't nothing wrong with you. It ain't nothing at all wrong with you. You are beautiful. You are lovely, just like you are. And somebody take you and value you just like you are. It is possible for somebody to love you right where you at. Of course, I have a lot of self love, but having somebody to love me back is amazing. Just where I'm at, and I ain't gotta change a thing. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Yeah. So I am happy, and I am grateful, and I've learned so much. And shout out to my love. Um, uh, maybe one day I might get him to get on live with me, but I doubt it because he ain't that type of guy. He is truly not the type of guy. He's not like one to wanna be on the internet and stuff like that. So I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But maybe I might try to get him to get on. But I truly doubt that one. Truly, truly doubt that one because he ain't going. But he allowed, like he's not. I'm still allowed to be me. I'm still allowed to be who I am. Um, Being friends first and then dating, man, that's amazing because you already have that trust already built in. And it's like me not having a free fall. Like I actually feel safe falling into him. I feel safe falling into him. I feel safe having conversations with him. I feel secure with anything that I say to him because we had a foundation, a good foundation before before we ever decided to date. Like we've been friends for a while before we actually decided to proceed further than more than just friends. So having a good stable foundation is amazing. Well, if it's meant, it will. Like I'm happy with the way it is, and he don't have to be on camera. I don't have to drag him, like. But I'm happy that he support what I do. He does 110% support what I do. He so chilled, and I'm so and I am extra, but it balances out because he's so chill. He's so chill, and he can deal with my shenanigans and my personality. And even with me being as emotional as I am, he's strong enough to deal with that as well. And yeah, thank you, Jesse. Hey, Kelly King, how you doing, honey? So but it's way different. It's way different. So I ain't never. I don't know. But them friendships, you never know what them friendships can lead you. So you never know who you might end up with. I can say that, but you never know where them friendships might go. You know. Um. Some of them do, and they can become some of the best relationships that you can ever have, and everything like that. So you never know because that person really do have your back. That's my thing, is feeling secure and knowing that that person got me regardless, and that no matter what, we still gonna always be cool. We gonna always be cool. This gonna always be my homie. This gonna always be my friend, regardless. So having that and knowing that you got my back, man, never know where that relationship might go. So don't count it out. Just because y'all might not be together at that current moment don't mean that it might not develop into something later on. Because over time you can find yourself catching feelings for a person. You The more time you spend with them, the more that you see how real they are. Because honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I be thinking men are full of it. I really do. Like, I mostly believe that men just be talking. They just be talking. They don't be meaning what they say. Cause that's just being 100 folds with y'all. I most of the time feel like men just be talking just to be talking. They just like to try to talk themselves into something, you know. But being friends with a person, you know that they got your back for real. Like, and they really mean what they say, and you see what they're about firsthand. Because, but it's kind of tricky becoming, to go from friends to dating, to take it serious. That's tricky. That's the tricky part, I think, about being friends and then trying to date, because y'all have been friends for a minute and just taking them serious, like, okay, we together. Like, that part is the tricky part. But trusting them, I think it's you do have a bit of trust for them, and you know it's love, real love that's actually there. You know that they really really do love. But I really do think you should have that conversation beforehand. Hey, no matter what happened, we gonna be friends after this. Like, no matter if we gonna be together or not, we gonna still be friends after this. We not gonna let you know this ruin our friendship. So y'all might need to have a talk. But you never know what them friendships might go. Friendships can end up into marriage. And I feel like your partner is supposed to be your best friend anyway. When you get married, you supposed to be marrying your best friend. Because ain't nobody supposed to be knowing more about you than your significant other. Because this person is your other half, right? This person is the person that tells the doctor and the hospital that they can pull the plug on you. Like, y'all become as one. So I really do believe that they're supposed to be like your best friend. So with that being said, yes, I think you definitely should be friends first, and I think that's sometimes it develops into the best relationship. Sometimes, and sometimes not. And don't be mad at nobody, especially when you're trying to date, if they want to be outside. You like, if you like somebody and they're in that outside season, don't be mad at them. Let them be outside. You just move accordingly. Move on. Don't be mad at them. They deserve it. You like, I can't believe you. And at this point in their life, they just, at least they're honest about wanting to be outside. They at least they put that out there. So don't be mad and move accordingly. And at least they didn't waste your time. I just don't like when people waste my time. That's the only thing I don't like, is when people waste my time. And I'm cool with you wanting to do whatever you want to do. Just don't waste my time. You can be with whomever. Just don't be trying to sell me a dream. Don't be trying to have me think that we gonna be this, that, and the third, and we're not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere, and you really don't see nothing with me. So that's my only thing. Don't sell me a dream. Allow me, the right to be able to move accordingly. Don't have me stagnant and stuck to you or stuck on you, and you're moving around like that. You're outside. You in your outside season, and let that be known. Put that out there. So don't be mad at nobody for being outside, because they deserve that period of time. Because it's gonna be a period of time where you're not gonna want a relationship. You know, you're not gonna want to be with nobody. You just gonna want to be single. So don't be mad at nobody for wanting to be outside and be single, because everybody needs that period of time in their life, I guess. Um, But when it's meant to be and you meant to have somebody, it's not gonna be such a fight. It's gonna be easy as ABC and 1, 2, 3, just like they said, and don't rate me. When it's really meant for you to be with somebody. Being single is not a dirty word. Being alone is not a dirty word either. Like, it's okay to be single. It's okay to be alone. And when it meant to happen, it will. Definitely will. And you will be smiling bright as the sun when it does. Because I feel all aglow and light and just happy. You know? Um, all I want to do is spread positivity and love out there. And I'm a advocate of self love. Like, love yourself first in order for somebody to actually love you properly. So I had to learn love myself in order for somebody to love me. So definitely love yourself so others can be able to love you. So and don't count yourself out. Don't count yourself out. Y'all, I love y'all. I am fin to take a brief intermission and find out what happened to James because he was on with me and I don't know what happened to him. Baby, mid conversation, the thing just died. Like, baby, y'all was on with us before. If y'all was on with us before, you should know that it just died. The Jameris was like on, and then it just, bro, where you at? So, so let me find out what happened to my homeboy. Like, and to those, uh, to those that were on, thank y'all so much for sticking around for that live. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Talk to y'all a little bit later on. Let me go find out what happened to this man. All right. Peace.